to that level of conviction cannot be killed by the devil. If you get to that level of conviction, the devil cannot do you anything. You know why? Because you have become a dead man walking. The devil is only after people that are still living. The reason why the devil can still bring a man out of trade is because we are still living. But when you become a dead man, even the devil will avoid you. Because at this, there's nothing he does that moves you. So in our walk with God, if there's a level that God is trusting that his children will grow to, is that level where we become dead and embrace the life in Jesus. Paul said it. He said, now I am crucified with Christ. But I'm not just crucified. There is another life that I have. That same life is in Jesus. That life is called Zoe. And the reason why I'm still standing is because of that life. So when trial comes, trouble comes, temptation comes, there is an inner strength. In other words, Paul was trying to say, the same weakness you have, I have it. But there is something more that energizes me. Paul was saying that you are still living from the physical, but I operate from the spiritual. There is something more that energizes me. When a man gets to that level, people the level will start avoiding hopelessness. 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 But when we talk about hope, hope is an expectation. And there is no way you can believe, rely on hope, if you have not once survived an hopeless situation. I told you about my angel, right? Well, do you know when I was in my ancient day, and there was no money to pay my school fees, I suddenly remember there were things I went during my angel days, just to go to school, just for transport. And by the time I got a job, that job, it was at Intercontinental Registrar. Yes, I remember. You will staple those letters that they used to post. You will staple it inside envelope. I think that time, is it 1,000 was 500 naira? I still remember. You will staple to understand that your hand will pay you. But during my ancient day, when I needed to pay my school fees, each time I go to school, because my school is a private school and they will lock the gate if you have not paid. But anytime I go, I am full of expectation. I don't know how somebody got to know that I have not paid. That was how all of them started contributing, because there was a classroom. All of them contributed. That was how I paid my school fees. But do you know there was never a day I don't go to school? Even if I know they will lock the gate, I was hopeful. Even on the day of test, before the time they opened the gate, I entered. I wrote my test. I was hopeful. Even people that pay school fees, some of them had carryover. I never had any carryover. I was hopeful. During my PGD in missions, I still remember there was a time that there was no one to pay my school fees. I went with boldness and I was just doing my normal thing. I never knew that God was just somebody to pay my school fees. Until during one of our prayers, God told me, he said, go and meet so person. It was that person I went to meet. When I told the person, he was a fellow student like me. The person gave me the exact money. That was how I put. So there is no way that you can be talking of hope if God has not taken you through one hopeless situation before. You trusted in Him and He brought you out. There's only the time of building. And one of the things God does is that He will take you through those phases, groom you, so that when tougher situation comes, you will still rely on Him. Some people that easily give up on God, they give up because they did not finish their class. Hope is an expectation that something will happen. Even when people are trying to pull you down, it's an expectation. Is it like Bartimaeus we will talk about in Mark chapter 10, 46 to 52? He has been in that situation for long. So this man had a proper understanding of what hopelessness is. He heard that Jesus was passing, and even the people tried to suppress his voice, but he refused. He cried unto Jesus answered. They told him to keep quiet. What's weighing you down? Jesus is passing today. Jesus is passing. He's passing this way today. There was a time a woman had this cancer of uterus, I call it now, and she was dying. And somebody brought just a message, not prayer now, a message. It was a message of Young Bishop. He was talking about hope, talking about faith. I was listening to the message, no prayer. And the hope came alive. It wasn't, she was dying already. When she said, listen to that message, something started happening to her. She had an expectation, and after some days, she was discharged, completely healed. In a situation, what are you seeing? Don't allow the situation to weigh you down. To weigh you down. Don't allow it to weigh you down. Don't allow it to weigh you down. Don't allow the devil to deceive you. Don't allow him to take hold of your will. What is the devil telling you? What are you telling yourself? The devil always says that you are weak. What are you saying? The devil will tell you that you can never make it. What are you saying? At the time when it was tough to gain employment, I will not forget some of this experience. That's what I'm telling you. I went to Student Alliance to drop my CV. It was not even easy to get a job there in Intercontinental. And as I went there, I dropped my CV. Then a man came out and the man told me, he said, go to Legally Alone, you can straight down there. He said, it's a bank that call it down. I said, just go there. I didn't know anybody. But when I had the mess, I went with an expected mind. When I got there, I didn't know anybody. Yet I got the job. Be hopeful. Be hopeful. What you see is what you get. Be hopeful. So So the book of Ruth that we read, even as I'm closing, all hope was lost. Naomi told the two wives, he said, go back. I don't have any more sons to give to you as husbands. And even if I should give birth now, will you wait for them to grow before you get married? And at that time, the second daughter-in-law left. When you are going through your tough time, it's not everybody that can stay with you. Some will stay after some time, they will leave. But Ruth made a statement. Ruth 1 verses 3. He said, entreat me not to leave thee, and to return from following after thee. There was no hope. It was an hopeless situation. He said, but please don't let me go. Let me stay with you. I know you cannot give birth, but let me just stay with you. He said, when you die, I will die. If you have not come to that level of decision making, the devil can still fight you. He said, when you die, I will die. And I believe when she made that statement, God had it from heaven. So today you cannot talk about our Lord Jesus Christ without making reference to it. See, when you die, I will die. In your walk with God, have you gone to that level where you say, God, I know you are a good God. I know you love your children. But even if you don't answer me, I will still serve you. When people backslide, it's because they've not come to that level of decision making. Lord, I know it's your desire, your will for me to get a husband. But even if I don't get it now, I will not compromise. Lord, I know it is your desire for me to get a good job. But even if it does not come now, I will not compromise. God is looking for men that will stand tall in a hopeless situation. Shall we be on our feet this morning?